Here we go.
All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you psyched?
I'm totally
Just something
psyched.
here, bite down on this.
Okay.
All right, once we cripple your leg and rebuild it, you'll be just as fast as our new hero, Adrian Peterson. This is gonna be awesome. Get ready. 1, 2.
You no! Don't break Paul's knee, because he needs it. Guys, but seriously, if I could get real with you two for a minute, you need your knee. All right, Adrian Peterson needed his knee. The only reason why he ran so fast is because his broken leg didn't break his spirit. All right, so if you're real Viking fans, don't break your knee, because a broken knee means certain death. Okay? Guys, stay smart.
All right, Ken.
Thanks, Ken. You're our #1 fan.
Hey, I'm your #1 friend, too. Pounds all around, guys. Pounds all around.
Yeah.
Get all right. Keep it real and stay smart again. Stay smart.
Thanks, Ken.
Thanks, Ken.
I really wanted to break your knee.
Hey, what's going on, Flag Nation? It's 2013, and it looks like we made it. But there's a lot of people who didn't make it. That's right, Black Monday came and gone. A lot of coaches have lost their jobs. That's right. See you later, Levy Smith. Goodbye, Romeo Crennel. And Hugh's got a little thing to say about his main man, Andy Reid.
That's right. As you know, Andy Reid is fired as the head of the Philadelphia Eagles. He's going to get another job as a coach somewhere probably. But we just wanted to say that, Andy, we'd welcome you here with open arms. There's always room for a third chair on the Flag on the Play set. We feel like your analysis could really help us, especially when it comes to how to lose a football game.
That's right, Andy Reid. You're a pretty big guy, too, and it's pretty cold down here. We could all snuggle up and have a really good time together. Also, too, I'd, shave my beard and get a mustache just to look like you, big guy.
That's right. And Andy, when we finish filming, we always take way too long. We're not good at time management either, just like you.
Hey, what's up, Flag Nation? Hope you had a really good holiday season, but it's time for the real season. That's right, it's playoffs. One team is going to win the Super Bowl on February 3rd, and that one team's going to grant one wish. And you know who knows about these wishes? That's right, Paul and Hugh, the Truth Fairies. We're going to give you a rundown on some of the playoff teams, because it's all about the playoffs. It's all gung-ho. Boom.
That's right. As you know, coming up this week is a rematch of a heck of a game between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Every time you win the Super Bowl, you get one wish granted, and the Vikings have one wish. That's to bring their master, Lord God, Adrian Peterson, back home. As you know, Adrian Peterson walks among men, but he is not a man. He's half Norse god. He's got a cyber stave that he uses to cast spells, and that's how he runs as fast as possible. And that's how he's going to get to the Super Bowl. But the Vikings are going to wish him back to Asgard to stop his evil half-brother Loki from usurping the whole kingdom. It's really tangled. It's pretty convoluted. Adrian Peterson's also in love with a human girl. Who knows how it'll turn out? Stay tuned next week.
Standing in the way of the Minnesota Vikings, me and Hugh's fave new team, is the Green Bay Packers. If there's one thing about the Green Bay Packers, is they don't mess around. They don't have wizards, they don't have cyborgs, they don't have time travel, they don't have nothing. They have Aaron Rodgers. He's a great quarterback, he likes winning belts, he likes throwing touchdowns. But if there's one thing I'm going to tell you about Aaron Rodgers, when he wins that Super Bowl, if he gets a second one, he's going to grant one wish, to bring back unions to America. That's right, Wisconsin has no unions, and I'm pretty sure the Green Bay Packers are the only team that's owned by people. That's right, Green Bay cares about you and the individual. If they can do it, America will be a better place. I'm getting really wild thinking about these wild card matchups. And some of these games are so wild, they're too wild to talk about. But we're going to talk about them. So right now we're going to talk about the Seahawks. Now what's up with the Seahawks? Pete Carroll seems to be doing okay. Russell Wilson seems to be doing okay. And they're undefeated at home. How can that be, Paul? That's right, you thunk it and I figured it out. That's right, the Seahawks are protected by giant Thunderbirds. They creep on top of their stadium and caw down and mess teams up. That's why it's so loud. You thought it was fans, but it's really giant mythical beasts. They may not win on the road because those beasts can't leave the state of Washington. They're trapped by Kurt Cobain's ghost.
It's true, the Thunder Gulls can't help them when they go up against the Washington Redskins, led by known quarterback RG3. Now, as you know, we've been tracking RG3's status all year, and I have a very good, reliable source on the Whole Food message board I go to that suggested that RG3 is an android. Now, no one knows for sure, but I think it might be that the Heisman organization, a shadowy company dedicated to child exploitation, is ready to send this cyborg warrior into the playoffs to grant her one wish. But what they don't know is that RG3 has an even greater wish than just to make it to the Super Bowl. He wants to become a real boy. Climbing their way to the wild card in the AFC is the Cincinnati Bengals. As you know, the last couple weeks have been very fortuitous for the Cincinnati Bengals, and I happen to know that it's because Andy Dalton finally journeyed into the desert and found the sacred scimitar of Lexel. And now he's ready to lead the Bengals on a quest all the way to the Super Bowl. Because, as you know, the Bengals are cursed by a lycanthropomorphic spell that means that every night they turn into giant Bengal tigers. Andy Dalton has vowed to break that spell and break the curse on the Bengals once and for all. And when he grants that wish, they're all gonna cry.
The Bengals are showing down with the Houston Texans. They've been hot most of the year, but they've been seen to be cooling off in December. That's right, the Houston Texans have been cooling off. Matt Schaub's not doing as good. Adrian Foster's not really big a factor. But what's going on? That's what you're asking yourself, isn't it? Well, I'm going to tell you, that's right. Rex Ulan has been put out by the government. All of his powers were once controlled by the Houston Texans, but now that America has to heat itself with the financial cliff coming by, they need to use his powers. He's been enlisted by Obamacare, and he hates it because he's from Texas, and if there's one thing Texans hate, it's Obama, right? That's what I learned from CNN.
Yeah. Paul, I brought this book to Chess Club last week, and the old man who only talks in riddles answered some of the questions I had about it.
No way.
Yeah, it turns out there's a page in here all about 3 rookie quarterbacks going to the Super Bowl.
No way.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I don't know exactly, but it could be talking about the 3 rookie quarterbacks this year.
Whoa, you know what's even crazier? I was checking out the book against my computer, and I figured out that they also said a friend of ours is going to get a trip, which will be a dark omen. Did you win a trip?
No, I didn't. Did you?
I didn't win a trip.
Well, it can't be that important then.
Hey Hugh, where do we get these totally rad hats?
Well, I was walking down to the greatest bar in Halifax, Gus's Pub, the other day, and they gave them to me. Gus's Pub is such a great place to hang out. In fact, it's where we're having our Super Bowl party on February 3rd. So come on down.
No, don't. You can't call people to action. You can't tell them to go anywhere. So everyone's a free agent, you know? It's against Eastlink regulation to tell people to do stuff because they might not want to do it.
Well, if you want to do something and go to Gus's, that's cool. You don't have to. But on February 3rd, we're having a really cool Super Bowl party there. And it'll be something that you can possibly do at Gus's Pub, a great bar. They're really great. They give you hats if you have a TV show, and they have beer there, and pizza. And they don't have pizza.
That's right, come on. Hey, what's up, Flag Nation? It's me and my main man, Ken, and we're straight chilling in the Ken Zone. That's right, a lot of teams are going to be in the Ken Zone next weekend because they got buys. The Pats, the Broncos, the Falcons, and the 49ers are all going to be straight chilling and relaxing like me and my main man, Ken.
Hey, I'm going to be relaxing so hard next week. I'm going away on a cruise.
No way, Ken.
Yeah, I won it over the telephone.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
That's going to rule.
It's going to be me, just slathered up in cocoa butter, talking to women.
Ken, that's awesome.
Is it? I really suck at talking to women.
No, man, Ken, you're going to be great. I'll help you. I know some tricks, man.
They're not going to like me.
No. The first thing you got to do is you got to tell girls that you don't like them. Then they'll come back to you.
Oh, yeah, herd them.
Yeah, you got to herd them, Ken. Ken,
What?
I used to have problems with a lot of ladies too, but one day a girl answered my ad on Kijiji and we went on a date to our Super Bowl party. You just got to have self-confidence, man. PMA, like you were telling me about Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, okay, I'll get on that cruise and I'll sex them all crazy.
Yeah, man.
No rules in the international waters. It's a Ken dog.
That's right, the Ken Master's gonna be in the high seas, getting down.
Mateys, I'm coming for your booty.
Yo, Flag Nation, you guys can stop biting through your fingernails and into your bones, because here it comes. That's right, me and Hugh have some wild card picks, and we're gonna wild out as we wild down with what teams we think are gonna go. So right now in our first wild card matchup, we're talking about the wild Green Bay Packers versus the Minnesota Vikings.
I take the Vikings on this one. Adrian Peterson is a god.
Yep, Vikings!
Yeah, friendship high five. The Vikings.
Vikings. That's right, it's Wild Card Weekend and deuces are wild. I'm going to tell you about the AFC North right now. Baltimore Ravens and the Bengals. I know you don't know who I'm going to pick, because I don't know either, because I don't care about this division anymore. The Steelers are out, and I'm really upset. Me and Old Man Paul picked the Steelers for this, because we're going to go home and watch it on his Quantum TV. That's right, Old Man Paul has one of the only Quantum TVs that was ever built, and it sees other dimensions. Me and him are going to watch the Steelers on their undefeated season in another dimension. I know you don't think it's real, but it is. Ben Roethlisberger never got in that bike accident, he had 10 kids, and he never did anything really bad to anybody. It's a dream dimension. Every weekend, me and Old Man Paul huddle up against each other, drink some coffee, and watch these amazing games that happen in another dimension somewhere else. Someday we'll be able to reach through the TV and hang out with our good friends.
For this game, I picked local Washington, D.C. stripper, Fiscal Cliff. He dresses up like a businessman and throws money at bachelor parties and all kinds of other events. He's really entertaining. I saw him a couple weeks ago. I think business is booming for Fiscal this year. Paul, who do you have in the game between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans?
Well, Hugh, I know this is a little unconventional, but I'm thinking about skipping that game and maybe going on a dream date with my best friend, Ken. That's right, Ken's a really cool dude, and hopefully me and him will get some festive specials, maybe go for a light stroll and drive around in his car and watch the sunset.
Wow, I also picked Ken. In my dream date, we take a bike ride to the observatory. Then he buys me a milkshake and we share it. 1 milkshake, 2 straws.
So dreamy.
We haven't talked much about the Seahawks this year, but that's just because we don't really care about them. But now they're in the playoffs and we're forced to take notice. That's why this week our tall can goes to Marshawn Lynch. They're heck of a running back. He's fun to watch, he's fun to talk to, and one time he ghost rode a golf cart on the football field when he was in college. That rules, and that's why the skittle-eating running back of the Seattle Seahawks is our tall can pick of the week. Marshawn, this one goes out to you.
That's right, Taste the Rainbow, Flag Nation. Well, there's another episode of Flag on the Play. That's right, the playoffs are coming at you, and Flag on the Play only has a few episodes left. So we're going to be coming at you with the truth for a few more weeks. Thanks for coming out. It's been another rad one. Check us out after Eastlink hockey games.